personally concerned about the conditions at these border facilities?
Yes, I
There are
am.
some
I'm very
reports-
concerned. And they're much better than they were under President Obama, by far. And we're trying to get the Democrats to agree to really give us some humanitarian aid, humanitarian money. And that is a very fair question. And I appreciate that question. But I'm very concerned. It's in much better shape than it ever was. A lot of these young children come from places that you don't even want to know about, the way they've lived, the way they've been, the way that the poverty that they grew up in. But with that, if we can get this bill signed, we'll be able to do it. We have, you know, the Democrats don't want to sign anything. And now I think they're going to probably sign this. From what I understand, I call it humanitarian aid. This isn't even about border. At the same time, you see the numbers are way, way down. Mexico has been really helping us a lot. They have very strong immigration laws. They are moving 15,000 people or 16,000 people to our southern border, and they move 16,000 troops to their southern border, which is pretty incredible. And a lot of signs are coming out where the cartels and all of the bad folks, the coyotes as they call them, and all of the bad people that are bringing young children and taking advantage horribly. It's a form of slavery. It's horrible what they're doing to young children. You understand, you've reported on it. A lot of that is stopping now because of what we're doing and because of what's happening on the border. So I just want to thank Mexico. They've really done a great job. We appreciate what they're doing, and hopefully they can keep it up, because it's very important. They have Mexico has very, very powerful immigration laws. They can do things. Our laws are so bad. What we would like to do, and I'll do it right now officially, is ask the Democrats to give us help on asylum, help on all of the loopholes, the horrible loopholes that get signed in over a period of years that don't allow us to do what we should be able to do. We need the votes of Democrats. And I think very importantly, you know, because our economy, you heard Larry Kudlow, because our economy is so strong, could be the strongest in the history of our country, people want to flow up to the United States, but you just can't do it that way. You have to do it legally. But you have these massive numbers of people trying to get into the United States because of the economy, because we've done so good. But that's one of the problems with doing well. Everybody wants to come in. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, they didn't want to come in. Today they want to come in. But we can't let that happen. So we're doing very, very firm. And as far as the wall is concerned, the wall is heavily under construction. The Army Corps of Engineers is doing a great job. We're doing a lot of wall right now, and we expect to have 400 miles built by the end of next year. That's a lot, and we're building them in the right places. We're picking areas where we need it the most, and it's having a tremendous effect.
Did you ask your Customs and Border Protection head, John Sanders, to resign? Do you know why he's leaving his post?
No, I know there was going to be a change there. I've made changes, very good changes. We're moving some people around into different locations. The game has changed a lot because of what Mexico is doing. We're able to do things that we wouldn't have been able to do before. The problem with our Border Patrol, who are phenomenal people, but they're not allowed because the laws are so bad with catch and release and all of the different things, including chain migration, the visa lottery. The laws are so bad, and the asylum rules and laws are so bad that our Border Patrol people, who are so incredible, aren't allowed to do their jobs. So because Mexico is now, for the first time in 50 years, helping us, and we really appreciate it, we're able to make certain changes that we wouldn't have been able to make before. Steve, did you have a question?
You had a back and forth with the leader of Iran this morning via tweet. What message did you want to send to him with your tweets?
Well, there is no message. You know, I'll tell you what the message is. When they're ready, they'll have to let us know. When they're ready, they'll let us know. Very simple.
Ready to negotiate, you mean?
Ready to do whatever. Doesn't make any difference. Whatever they want to do, I'm ready.